Hey guys, it's Brokkir here, and in this video, I'm going to try to compare two of my best tanks. And personally, I think this is the best tanks in Watcher of Realms. And one of the tanks is, of course, Brokkir, and the second one is actually Olague. I don't know if I pronounce correct. This bad boy right here. So why I actually compare legendary hero with a hero that you basically get for free from Void Reef. Now, back in the days when the Void Reef was presented, I don't remember when, but I get Wagwe for free from the Void Reef. So I'm going to try to compare these two tanks. I know it's strange why I don't, for example, compare Regulus, since I have him even 3 times awakened with Brokkir, because I personally think Regulus actually needs some extra support. He needs a healer. He cannot actually count just him surviving alone. From the other side, Brokkir and Uwagwe actually can. And the first thing is, of course, they are not Northrend fraction, both of them. So the fraction is going to apply to both of these two heroes, Brokkir and Uwagwe. And periodically get all fraction team members shield equals to 20% of their maximum HP. So some of the people already understand where the main status is going to be for these two heroes. I don't know if you want me to make a video about the status for these heroes. I mean, the main gear for those heroes. You can just write me in the comments below. So I'm going to spend some time um, on this. But yeah, Brokkir and Wagwe. Maybe I'm going to start a little more talking about the Wagwe since it's the most known, and after this I'm going to jump over Brokkir. Now, Wagwe is not actually the ultimate that much that impact actually this hero. Currently, I don't know if I have gear on him. Yeah, I have some gear, but yeah, main status HP 60k extra 22k. So for Wagwe, from the skills is actually basically this skill that make him unique around all of the other heroes. Every 11 seconds, cast a shield that can absorb the damage equals to 85% of the maximum HP. 85%. And remember this number because there is one other very good tank back in the days, was one of the best tanks, and this is actually the Baron. And the Baron cast the shield that can absorb damage equals to 80% of the maximum HP for 10 seconds. When the shield disappears or gets broken, deals AoE damage one time. So this is basically this hero ultimate, and Wago actually get this thing for every 11 seconds as a second status. Now on top of that, he's a Northrend fraction. He's going to get extra shield. But what actually changed actually my mind and why I'm more for Brokkir. But even though Brokkir is a legendary, you have to spend legendary items, those legendary crystals that you have to put to level up his skills, and at the same time, you can awake him. Brokkir is going to be very hard to be awakened. On the same time, Uwagwe is very easy to be awakened because you can basically awaken 5 times. Those crystals for awakening is very easy. Now the legendary one, I have never seen in my life those crystals that is universal crystals for awakening the legendary hero. So Uwagwe maybe here win a point against Brokkir. So let's check it out, the Brokkir. Where is actually he? Lost him. I don't have him even one time awakened, and from the awakening inflict freeze up to 5 enemies. I don't think somebody actually care about this. Maybe in the guild wars is good when they try to overswarm you to be able to freeze these targets. HP when the hero is infected with freeze, increase receiving healing and shield effect by 20%. Absolutely very good, since when Iceberg expires, restore 100% maximum HP. Bro, that's crazy. So even if you don't have a healer, when he trigger his ultimate, he's going to first of all getting some shield, from the ultimate. When getting freeze, shield equals to 90% of the maximum HP. Keep in mind, Olague get 85% shield every 11 seconds. During the effect of the freeze effect will disappear within the shield, so it's also going to get some extra stuffs. Is that this one? Yeah, when receiving fatal damage for the first time, the hero get freeze and become immune to all damage for 12 seconds. So after this, he can actually restore 100% from the 5-time awakening, this hero. And this is brutal. Also, he's having this physical reduction, magic damage reduction. When persisted, the freeze get extra physical and magic damage reduction is basically increased to 20% from 10%, which is very, very nice. The ultimate and is this freeze, and boy oh boy, I really like this hero. Receiving damage have 11% chance to inflict freeze. Now again, most of the times, most of the places you can easily use Olague, and maybe Olague is one idea better from the Brokkir. But for the guild wars, for the places where you have to stop massive amount of incoming enemies, it can also apply to the tide, for example. Even though in the tide there is a lot of creatures, but still, Brokkir can do very well in these places. And maybe I was thinking Brokkir is my favorite one, but personally, I really like Olague one idea more. Just all these ultimates, that the ultimate of the Brokkir is like on the Baron. I mean, it can be increased shield strength 10%, extra 10, 20%. So in total can go to 120%, which is more from this 85% that Olague is getting as a shield. We already said the Northern fraction that give them both the shield. Here is the comparison between these two heroes. But Olague also have ultimate. That is very solid one. Stop attacking and shift to a stops attacking and shift to a defense stance for 30 seconds. That's huge period of time, 30 seconds. Increasing physical damage reduction by 50% and block one more. Now in total, where is this thing? In general, Olague is uh, in general, the defenders block 3. I think the fighters actually block 2 or 1. I don't remember. Let me check. Uh, yeah, he's blocking just 2 the fighters. So one more is basically going to block 4. But yeah, this physical damage reduction is huge, but it's only physical damage reduction. Maybe this is the weakest place, but most of the times is actually enough and is for 30 seconds. And we don't care that he's stopping attacking, just because the defenders by default don't do that much damage. You're most likely going to count on your team for 2, maybe 3 DPSs that is going to do the main damage. If it's something like Gear Right, it's going to be maybe 1 or 2. But in general, we don't care about the defender damage and how much he's doing. And I think Olague is maybe one idea better from the Brokkir, even though that the Brokkir is having some default physical and magical damage reduction. And yeah, all this freeze, the freezing the enemy is also very, very nice. And this part, when the first time he received fatal damage and can go back to life and is immune to all damage for 12 seconds, is also very, very nice. So I think Brokkir is very good for guild wars and places where there is a lot of enemies, but in general, my personal preference is actually Olague. I still don't know how this hero is it's an epic one. I think it's an awesome one. But yeah, this is my personal opinion. If you want me to make a video about the gear for these heroes, just write me in the comments below, and I'm going to make one. And yeah, I guess this will be for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you do, hit one like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.